Yo, it's No More Black Tears podcast, man. We back at the next light. Yo, Vertiz, man, what's going on?
Yeah, we got a nice lineup for y'all this week, man. But how everybody week been?
Another week, man. Back to business, man.
Yeah, man, the week been good, man. It's Masters Week here in the AUG, man.
Yeah, I can't complain. Another day, another dollar.
That's what's up.
So first of all, man, this week, man, we talked about some rap beef a couple weekends ago. Man, J. Cole dropped his diss track 7 Minute Drill. Then did a concert recently and stopped his concert and started crying on stage saying, man, when I dropped that diss, man, it fucked with my mental. You know, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. And then basically started crying to his friends saying, that was some lame ass shit I did dissing Kendrick. How many of y'all think Kendrick's the greatest of all time? And this nigga, his own audience, his own fans was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I just looked at that shit and I said, bro, this gotta be some of the lamest shit ever. Then I get online and I see DJ Academic talking about it. And he called up Drake saying, man, Drake, man, you ain't gotta respond to Kendrick. But please, man, just don't go out like J. Cole. And Drake said, now this is the other light-skinned nigga. This is the light-skinned nigga that we call Soft. He said, the nigga, you must don't know me, man. And Joe Budden came out and said, man, Drake and K-Dot got this is in the chamber. But this is the crazy part before we get started. This nigga J. Cole apologized to Kendrick, then went ahead and hopped on Future and Metro Boomin album on Red Leather and basically even said, man, I never wanted to have no rap beef. Nigga, so you started crying on stage to join the ops? Man, I couldn't believe this shit. C's, man, what do you think about J. Cole's apology and this new rap beef we got in 2024?
Man, what beef, man? Just niggas talking. Motherfuckers online just talking. Internet chatter. Motherfucking fans, people like DJ Academics piping this shit up. It's bullshit, man. It's the wrong generation for beef. It's the wrong generation for beef. I blame the last one. It ain't been a real beef since like what, 2012, 2010. It ain't been a real fucking rap beef. Besides that stupid shit, niggas shooting each other up. Quando Rondo and fucking King Von and all them niggas. It's bullshit, man. Like, and what was J. Cole smoking? It must have been some strong fucking weed for this nigga to have pour his heart out on stage about dissing Kendrick, nigga. So what the fuck were you, Dreamville, Vibes, all y'all other niggas? What's the other niggas?
Slump. You to answer your question, he was smoking that Dreamville because that nigga was laying down dreaming about Kendrick. Like, I can't believe this. Help me, y'all.
Yo, man. So I was happy to see him apologize, man. I shout out to him. I respected him for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel, see, it's like everybody want to instigate a rap beef, but then when somebody get killed, then it's gonna be all cries and condolences and all this other stuff, and somebody's mama gonna be crying and then all this other stuff. It ain't that serious, first of all. You know what I'm saying? Then we talk about the J. Cole beef, now young NBA, young boy, and Finesse 2 Times beefing about baby mamas and stuff like that. And like that's it. He said, man, I don't know nothing about that, man. I'm from Memphis, man. He said, man, I remember when my three baby mamas was making $200 next door, getting their back beat in. All we want to do is hit your baby mama, that's all. And then young NBA boy going crazy online. All this, it's just, I think it's weak, man. I'm tired of the rap beef. Why we just can't all just get along? You know what I'm saying? Like Ronnie King used to say, can we all just get along?
Man, like me and C's talked about, man. First of all, this beef was never gonna end in bloodshed, because this ain't that kind of beef. Second of all, man, this ain't like the beef in the 90s and early 2000s. Like, this is like, this right here is supposed to be original rap beef. For those who know the history of hip hop,
That's right.
this was the 80s rap beef.
That's
Where
right.
LL Cool J, Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One all came together and said, no, I'm the best MC, man. I'm going to drop some bars and show you that I'm the best MC. The problem is a lot of y'all favorite MCs ain't got no bars. That's why some of y'all don't want to see these niggas go at it. Like J. Cole and Kendrick are the best MCs lyrically in the game right now.
That's right.
So that's why a lot of us, including myself, Yeah, I want to see J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar go toe for toe.
You already saw it. You saw what happened.
Nah, man, because J. Cole didn't have his heart in that shit.
You saw what happened.
He crushed that nigga.
On 7-minute drills, like
he crushed him,
like,
and it was like, man, my bad.
Nah, he didn't crush him because he was like he could have kept that 7-minute drill, and he also should have known. He was like he should have just kept his word when he said I'm not releasing no more albums. I'm just charging features by the word. He should have just kept his word and did that. You know what I'm saying? But no, he wanted to release an album and put a diss track in, and then 2 days later he apologized because he didn't want to smoke.
And this is this how I feel, man. I don't care if you're a J. Cole fan. I don't never want to hear J. Cole better than that nigga Kendrick, man. That conversation's over, bruh. I don't want to hear it, bruh. I don't want to even hear the comparison no more, man. I can't wait for Drake to drop his little disses because I want to see this nigga. We can all say Drake wants to push a T.
He ain't doing disses, man. This nigga staying on. He on stage dropping speeches.
Joe Budden
He's dropping
this
speeches.
Nigga Drake got some. Hey, let's give it some time. If he drops some disses towards Kendrick, I want to hear them because you can say he lost to Pusha T, but I respect the fact that he at least went at Pusha T, man, and he ain't apologized about that shit. So that's what I want to see, man.
Who else to Pusha T?
Hey, when Drake went at Pusha T a couple years ago and Pusha T had that little beef, you know, I want to see Kendrick and Drake have their little rap battle. And J. Cole, man, you do what the fuck you want to do, man. You be Future friend, you be whoever friend you want to be. Just stay out of this shit, man. I was wrong when I posted that meme a month ago or a couple weeks ago about Drake. Stay out of it. Drake, we need you, bro. We need you to get hop in this beat. We need you to bring rap back. We need you to make rap great again. J. Cole, you need to stay on the sideline, bro. Nigga, rappers ain't supposed to be crying, nigga. Not on stage, nigga. Rappers don't cry, nigga.
That's all Drake do is cry.
Hey, he may be singing crying, but he ain't crying when we see tears in his eyes. Like, nah, bro. Hey, and also last thing, everybody at this table is dark skin or brown skin. J. Cole, man, you said light skinned people back, bro. All my light skinned friends, if you hear this,
they never was here.
Y'all weak. Y'all soft, man.
They've been in the house. What you talking about?
This nigga J. Cole.
Since the 1900s, they've been in the house.
Back.
They've been in the house.
Hey, Juice, man.
They don't want this wood in this field.
I gotta get your thoughts because you actually in the real barbershop, and I know people been talking about this all week.
No, they haven't. They haven't. And like I said, my opinion on it was, it was getting good. I was liking what I was hearing, but like you say, the apology really killed it for J. Cole. Because I felt like J. Cole did his thing. I felt like Kendrick Lamar was doing little shit here and there. He was pillow dissing. I'm like, nigga, pillow dissing.
Say his name. Say his name.
He was pillow dissing to me. Kendrick was pillow dissing, and then I felt like Kendrick, I felt like J. Cole went at him, and he did a good job. But now since I'm hearing about the crying shit, it's like, bro.
It's funny you say he did a good job, but he lied in his raps. He said Pimp a Butterfly was not a good album.
Talking about that's his opinion. That's his opinion.
But he realized, he said, dawg, I messed up.
Hey, to play devil's advocate, y'all name one song Pimp a Butterfly that y'all listen to on a regular basis.
All right.
Everything's gonna be all right. That was a classic.
That's it.
Did he win a Grammy for that song?
I think he won a Grammy for that.
Where's it? Black of the Berry?
I don't know.
I don't know songs by names.
And then can you do the same thing for a J. Cole album if I asked you that?
Yeah, for your eyes only, man.
I thought we was talking about lyricals.
Come on.
I thought we was talking about bars.
They ain't the album.
Come on.
Oh, he was
you got to pick one.
He was just talking about because I said it's about the album.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like the bars. I'm listening to the bars. Like like Kendrick did a diss with Future, and it was okay. It wasn't hidden like that. And then J. Cole came out with
You the first person I heard say that because that just still got the internet on fire.
What? Bomb.
That doggone Kendrick diss.
So I like that.
Like that.
Oh yeah, like that was like that, man. Fuck the big three. Nigga is big me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I felt that.
Okay.
But time out. That lyric right there is what I mean by there was gonna be no bloodshed. He was not saying I'm gonna shoot you. He just letting y'all know, nigga, fuck all that shit.
And then,
I'm not trying to sit at the table with y'all niggas. This is my table. I'm the one who need the crown, nigga. Fuck all that other shit.
This is one of the problems with the fucking internet now, though. With this new age hip hop media and shit is everybody takes somebody's side and dick rides.
Yeah, everybody instigating.
It's the fucking music versus, oh, this nigga ain't never had a hot album. Hold up, chill. We're talking about now, this beef now. We're not talking about this past their whole career, this person's whole
Who
career.
had the best career now?
People pick us up.
But the career counts though.
Been like that.
But the career counts.
So
it has
a takeover. What was the biggest line that Jay-Z had in Takeover? Nigga, you averaging one hot album every 10 years.
It's not the same though.
That was the hottest line.
You have the disses. You have the disses. Where you had a fan say, you got people that was like, oh, I'm a Jay fan, but Nas killed him in this shit. So now niggas is just like, nah, Cole gonna get him, Cole's a better rapper, da-da-da-da-da. Kendrick, da-da-da-da. The shit gets convoluted and niggas
that's what people want to say.
But I'm saying though, the song with Future was good, but 7 Minute Drill was better. To me, that's my opinion.
Yeah, but as you say, like music is subjective.
2 days later, this nigga crying about this shit.
Drill was straight. I ain't had no problem with it.
I didn't have a problem with it.
I thought it was a warning shot. That's why I was looking forward to it. I thought it was like, hey, nigga, this is my warning shot. Hey, if you're going to keep this going, I got more to come. And then literally he threw a rock at the nigga house. Then when he heard the niggas, like someone told him, hey, you know this nigga Kendrick started writing more lyrics. He went to the concert. Hey, I don't want no problem with you, Kendrick, man. You great, man. You all-time great, man. That shit been fucking my business.
Smoking that Dreamville.
But
scrolling on Twitter.
But it's a good thing. It's a good thing, man. Yeah. I respected it because it's like he don't want to see because even though y'all saying it's gonna be about it's just about the music violent, but when the fans come into it, fans start taking sides, and that's when blood starts getting poured. You know what I'm saying?
It's fucked up. It's the post.
Then you a Steph fan and you a LeBron fan and you rooting saying, I think Steph is the best nigga in the league.
Because Steph and LeBron ain't talking about toting guns and things like that.
I'm not taking it there.
I'm not taking about shooting guns though.
I'm not.
J. Cole talks about guns all the time.
But I'm saying he didn't say nothing about I'm gonna shoot this nigga.
No, you don't have to say that. But when you have it in your lyrics, all it takes is like, there you go. I'm gonna get this dude. You know what I'm saying? That's how we thought the Biggie thing happened, or we don't know. But
now Pac,
you know what I'm saying?
That shit had a lot of venom on it.
No, but it's still the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
And then when you got real life implications,
it's still the same thing.
Shot and stuff, and
because these young folks now, it's different.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about how a lot of shit is just hype, and it's a lot of bullshit with memes with fans. Is what I mean. The shit is different from back in the day. That's why you got niggas like academics and like that whole fucking weird ass crowd.
Yeah, Instagram.
That's what I'm talking about.
Instigators, but
if you go on the internet and look this shit up and see the memes that people be posting and shit, that's what I mean.
But to its core, what is hip hop? To its core, it was a form for niggas not to be fighting.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
For us to come together,
but
me drop lyrics to you, you drop lyrics to me. Mm-hmm. That's why battle rap, for those who be looking at URL and all that other stuff, that's why battle rap is still popular even in 2024, because to its core, that's what hip hop is.
Yes, but I'm just saying, but it's not because it's not just about J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. It's about other stuff too. I'm just talking about rap beef as a whole.
Yeah, now the NBA YoungBoy finesse shit, bro. Y'all beefing over baby mamas and shit, bro. Like that's
dangerous. Get out of hand.
That's dangerous. Like, and y'all be actually talking about shooting niggas and killing niggas. So that's dangerous, bro. That's how King Von got killed and all that other shit. So that shit dangerous. But I'm just saying, just from these two niggas' perspective before we move on, hey man, you got 3 niggas for the last 10 years who've been at the top of the game. And you got fan courts from each person who really feel like they guys the best in the game.
Okay, so you said how many people been at the top of the game?
3. Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick since 2012.
Okay, the last thing you said, I don't know who y'all talking about. It's Drake.
Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick.
No. It's Drake. We got Sexy Red. What's the other one you were saying?
Hey, she been running the game for the last year.
Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. What's the other one we got? Gorilla. What's going on?
That's like the top 4 right now.
We're not talking about influence and running the game.
Nah, they just run the game.
Because if you put out that, you got to put Future in the game too. You got to put Future in there too.
Nah.
Yeah, because he influenced a lot of people.
Gorilla,
he's
Stacey
still
Red,
doing it
man.
now because once his album dropped, you ain't heard Stacey Red name other than they dissed me at the school. They can't do nothing else. But you ain't heard her name since. Gorilla done came out with another song, blew her out the water. You know what I'm saying? It's all about Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and Drake about the lyrics. But if we want to put all kind of
I'm
other
not
stuff
talking about the
into it,
lyrics. I'm just talking about running shit.
if we want to put all kind of other stuff,
Future's in that
conversation.
Future got a right to say. Future got a right to say that he's the best in the game for the last 10 years because I don't fuck with that nigga music. But as somebody who is smart, nigga, you get in the car, you turn the radio on, you hear Future. You go to the club, you hear Future. You go to the strip club, your ones, you hear Future.
I haven't heard
like Future. I have, nigga.
He just got a Grammy. He's the last rapper that we just named that had the last
If
Grammy.
you want to be real, a lot of these niggas doing all these drugs because of Future. That's why a lot of these niggas doing these drugs.
What Grammy was that?
With him, Drake, and Thames. They won the Grammy.
Wait for You.
Wait for You. On his last album last year.
Okay. If you want a cheat code, bro, the easiest cheat code at a party and just play a Future playlist and them hoes will get thumping, dog. It's that simple. But, moving on to TNT, man.
Dynamite!
So we was talking about J. Cole crying on stage, and, you might say that's some bitch nigga shit, or you just might say that's just some soft guy shit. Man, these brothers got on TikTok and started something called the soft guy era, where they want to get spoiled with gifts. They want a woman they want a woman to pay for their stuff.
That's right.
They basically said the same way how women say they got their soft girl era. Hey, we trying to flip it and do the soft guy era, man.
Yeah.
Drizzle.
Hey, C's, man. Tears, no tears.
Man, tears, because it's some bitch shit. It's the name in it. Soft guy era. You're a man. You're not supposed to be soft. Shit sounds like some bitch shit. But in reality, it is a counter for the soft girl shit. So originally it probably started as a fucking satire. Like, let's be honest. Niggas was probably like, oh, these bitches want the soft life and they want all this pampering shit. It's like, nah, fuck these hoes. Let's do some funny shit. But I will say this. Taking care of yourself is not a bitch thing. But calling yourself, oh, I'm in my soft guy era, that's some bitch shit.
Man, I got tears of joy because it sounds like pimping to me.
About damn time.
It sounds like pimping to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is how it's supposed to be. This is how I live my life. You go pay for me. Like he said, I am the table. Remember I said that? That's part of the soft guy era. The guy is the table. We are the table. What are you bringing to put on this table? Everybody want to talk about 50-50 this, 50-50 that. I mean, not even 50-50, but what are you bringing? But women are making a lot more money than the men are nowadays. That's right. So That's right. I'm gonna need you to break bread too. So that's man, right. I got tears of joy because I've been living this life. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like pimping to me. It's like all them guys sound like they from Memphis. Yeah, me.
Yeah, I ain't got no tears, man. I mean, this is a good thing, man. I ain't got a problem with the soft guy era, man. From what I read, man, it's about satire. From what I saw, man, a lot of women, they want to be spoiled. Me and MJ's talk about this all the time. I think the best relationships are where y'all spoil each other, man. Like, hey, I spoil you, you spoil me. If it's just one way, that's a problem, man. So it's like, shit, you can be a soft guy. Now, I'll say this now. To agree with C's, so I pass it on to you, Juice, man. Hey, the wording could have been different. Like, you could have said, some other shit. Like, you could have said, I'm in my pimping era, man.
Golden age.
Or I'm in my boss era, man.
Golden age.
Or I'm in my Roman Reigns, I'm the head of the table. Fuck, I'm the table. I'm the head of the table like Roman Reigns era. The soft guy, that shit, yeah, I know that shit kind of sound a little J. Cole-ish.
Little Drake-ish, a little J. Cole.
What you got, Juice, man?
Man, oh man. It sounds pretty awesome to me because it's like we in there now. Women want to be equal. Cool, we can be equal. You need to pay all the fucking bills. That's simple. Yeah, we equal now? Okay, pay all the fucking bills. That's simple. If you can't pay all the bills, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Either get with or get lost, man. That's all it is to it.
Yeah, I would also tell a woman to pay all the bills, but they ain't got to pay all the bills, but they got to contribute. They got to bring to the table too. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Talking about eras, we in a new era. Now, we all have had jobs and we've all went to interviews for jobs. And I'm pretty sure most of us have dressed up respectfully for those jobs. Well, this is a new era, fellas. This young man had a job interview at Sky Zone, and he was wearing basically a button-up shirt, some slacks, some nice shoes, and I think like a little blazer or a jacket. And people roasted him for dressing up for his job interview. Man, I got tears because me and TTK talked. And when I was in high school, a lot of people took like one of the FBL classes. And the purpose of taking one of those classes was you would once a year, like during the year, you would see a whole bunch of people dressed up in suits and stuff. And you would see a lot of girls dressed up in dresses. Now, some girls would be dressed up in like female business suits. And that to me was always just like, looking back at it, it was preparing you for the real world. Because when you go to these people to get a job, you gotta look respectable, man. Mm-hmm. Like you can't just come in there looking like you just off the street. Like you gotta have a suit on, or at least a button up, or goddamn at least a collar shirt or something, man. Like you want the motherfucking job. You can't just come in like, hey man, I'm G Money, man. You gonna give me no job or not? Like, so hey, shout out to the young man. I hope he got the job, man. And I hope he start making some bread. And the people that's making fun of him, man, hey man, hey, fuck y'all, man. But yeah, I got tears, man. What about you, C's?
Tears, man. It's like in a generation where people don't own a fucking iron. They don't fucking know how to iron. So it's like, okay, my bad. Their jeans are too tight to iron. My bad. That's the error line. But
are you talking about Shannon Sharp?
Are you talking about Cam Newton?
Jeans. But I mean, this shit is like that's the way you're supposed to go get a fucking job. Is your appearance matters. It's like you're going somewhere. You're not going to the club. You're not going to the whatever spot. You're going to a fucking job interview. Be professional for 4 or 5 hours. Like, damn, y'all clowning him for dressing up to go to a fucking job or somewhere you're supposed to be professional. So it's like, I guess this is the generation where you just put on whatever the fuck you want. You go to a job. You expect them to hire you. It's like, oh, no, y'all need me. I don't need y'all. I don't need this job. Y'all just even gonna hire me however I pull up in here. A man just gonna pull up in some sweatsuits and be like, hey, I'm here for the job. Depending on what type of job it is. I'm not saying every job requires that, but shit, some places.
That's probably how they was looking at it. They probably was looking at it like, what's the name of it? Sky Zone.
Yeah, but I'm like,
no need to dress up for the job. But when I was coming up, no matter how small or how big the job is, you still dress neat.
It's like
the occupation. So
what is it? Dress. What was the old saying?
Dress for success.
Basically, dress for success. That's all I'm saying. But I mean, hey, y'all youngins can do what y'all want, man. Hey.
Yeah, I got tears for the situation too because it was crazy. Cause when I read it, the comments first, and I said, "Oh, so I'm expecting him to have a suit on," and then I'm like, "But he ain't even dressed up." Like I'm from the era when that was how we went to the club, like swagged out. You know what I'm saying? Surfing and swagging. You know what I'm saying?
That lets you know how times change.
It's diesels and collar shirts. Man.
Yes, he wasn't even dressed up. It's like, hold on now, he got a button up and some slacks, and hey, that's everyday wear. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm expecting when you say dressed up, I'm expecting a suit and a tie, at least a tie. Or at least a tie, but in a jacket. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be a suit, but it got to be a sports jacket, a tie, and some soft shoes. But, man, and for them to say they was picking on him because he was dressed up, you got the wrong friends, man, because nobody should be picking on you for what you had on. Other than that, it was ugly, but we ain't talking about that.
Yeah, man, a lot of people who probably was picking on him, man, have probably been in the system at one point in time, and be real. And speaking of being in the system, it came out recently that a man who was in the Beyond Scared Straight program in the 70s, had a situation where he got dropped off, and we got to understand this was the premature version of the Beyond Scared Straight program. He got dropped off at the prison by his probation officer. That one of the officers brought him down to a cell with 4 or 5 inmates. They was harassing him, trying to get him to do stuff. And the way he stated, he eventually ended up doing stuff to them. And then that's when one of the dudes completely violated him. And then basically 4 or 5 of the dudes violated him. And he came out, I want to say in 2012 from what C's basically reported to me, and basically was like, yeah, man, this happened to me back in the day. And the judge said, hey, I'm gonna award you $175,000. This is damages. This is
not enough money.
This is the therapy you're gonna need. But at the very end, the judge said, I do not blame the officer for everything that happened to you. C's.
Tears. It's a fucked up situation. This was in Canada. He was 14 years old. So it's like I understand the premise of Beyond Scared Straight. Because I didn't know I wasn't aware the program has been a thing that long back in the 70s. I didn't know that. But to the point is it's like it's fucked up because it's like somebody who's supposed to show you like to keep you from going there basically does this shit. So it's like what kind of shit did this corrections the CO have with the prisoners? And it's like if they find out who the fucking CO was, I mean he deserves jail time. At least at the minimum. And it's like you gotta think it's fucked him up psychologically. I read like later in the article he had drug problems and shit from strained issues with his parents and drug problems after this shit. So I mean he's 14, man. It wasn't like they didn't say, oh, he stole something. He might have stole something, but it's like people you trusted, your probation officer, your parents, fucking CO. So I mean it's fucked up, man. And it's nowhere near enough money. He should have sued this bitch for the city, the state, for millions, fucking millions of dollars, because it fucked up his life. So I mean, it's tears, man.
Yeah, I ain't got no tears because his life was messed up in the first place. He was only 14, but yeah, when you do wrong get done to you. That's to teach y'all to stay out these streets, stay out of people's business, stay in your own lane, and do what you're supposed to do. Follow the rules and don't break them. Law is supposed to be bent, not broken.
So basically,
that's why he got bent over and he got broken.
So all these drug dealers,
and people are getting tagged for free. So he got paid to get tagged. He should be happy.
So all these drug dealers on the street, if you get shot, you deserve to die. If you OD, you deserve to die. Any crime that comes your way, if you're on the street, you deserve to fucking die. Whatever you get, sir, whether you're in the penitentiary or out of the penitentiary, fucking die. Deserve what you get. And that's if that's basically what the case is.
Man, I got tears, man, because like even though it was in the 70s, it's crazy just to think about how far we've come in the justice system. Quick history lesson, as someone who basically had to study the system. At one point in time, there was no juvenile system. At one point in time, juveniles was jailed with adults, for those who don't know that. So, like, it's just crazy during this time period that you had a juvenile basically go to Beyond Scared Straight program when it was in its early stages of development. And unfortunately, he got, abused. Now, to Rose's point, when you put yourselves in situations, things can happen. That's why it's very important to avoid fucked up situations, because this is the reason why you need to always cherish your freedom. Because the minute that you put your choices in someone else's hands, you allow someone else to control your life. And unfortunately, that's what happened here. I'm happy he got paid. Hopefully he do something with that money. Now I will say this.
There ain't no money.
That happened in 1970 something. It's 2024. Bro, that happened like 50 years ago, bro. You should be like in your 60s now. Hopefully, man, you don't spend too much of that money. You get that money to your grandkids, because you should have grandkids. Unless you gay, then I don't know what you're gonna do with the money, man. I don't know. Leave it to the alphabet community.
Then has to come up.
But speaking of like prison shit, so Rose sent me something, and I had people asking me about basically how does this happen. So there was a woman who was door dashing or Instacart, and she got a request from an inmate at Georgia Department of Corrections on death row, with like, what was it, 40 wings? It was like, I think 40 or 50 wings.
Wings.
And it was like some potato wedges.
Mm-hmm.
And in the thing, it said, hey, drop it off to chaplain such and such, and yada, yada, yada. So she knew it was for an inmate. She said she was in her feelings because she thought she was dropping him off his last meal. But then she got told by the people up front, hey, he can't have this. Give it to a homeless person or something. She decided to keep it, of course, because she said she got kids, and she said, "Hey man, when is God good, Cole? All the time." So hey, get her and her kids got to eat them wings and potato wedges. Rose, man, what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I got tears because she didn't follow the directions. Like, you should have just dropped it off to the chaplain, and then the chaplain could have passed it off. So now you don't mess up the chaplain's money, and he might get fired, and you don't mess up the man's meal too, because it's like he ain't get his chicken wings that he paid for. You know what I'm saying? He could have been in there doing some strange things for that change. You know what I'm saying?
And it happened recently too, right?
Yeah.
So that might have been for the big game.
Yeah, so ain't no telling. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, mind your business and do your job. It ain't your job to be asking questions and doing all that. Just drop the food off, Instacart lady.
Yeah, I got tears because me. So quick, TTK had asked me, about the situation. I said 2 quick scenarios from my experience in law enforcement. First, when I was with juveniles, there was this dude who went on his lunch break. I was on night shift. He came back around 11. This nigga had like 5 bags of McDonald's. It was like 10 double cheeseburgers, 3 or 4 Big Macs. I want to say a 50-piece McNugget and a couple McChickens. The person up front said, "Nigga, you can't take that all down. You can take some food down right now, but you're going to have to leave it up here." Throughout the whole night, this nigga kept leaving his post to go up front and get the rest of his food. And we knew what the fuck he was doing. We knew he didn't eat all that shit, but nobody really cared because we was like, "Hey, bro, just leave me out of it. I don't want no problems." Second scenario, there was these 2 bitches with when I was, with the adults, these 2 bitches. And literally, we had an order from like Pizza Hut or Papa John's. Now, I didn't even know Pizza Hut and Papa John's open at 10:30, y'all. So apparently they placed the order as soon as it opened. They came, deliver the food. It was like 4 large pieces and like, I think 30 or 40 wings and some breadsticks. And it was for the 2 female officers on the dorm. And these 2 female officers was like skinny bitches. The food went down into the dorm. Everybody was like, "We know these hoes ain't finna eat all that shit. We already know what they got going on." But we was like, "Hey, whatever they got going on, that's on them." And last thing, I told C's this last night. I was doing rounds one night, like a year ago. I smelled something that smelled fishy. I opened the door to make sure the nigga was straight, because part of me kind of was like, "Bro, I hope this nigga ain't dead." Because whenever you work night shift in law enforcement, you just hope a nigga ain't dying on you, because you like, "Damn, now I'm going to get in trouble." I opened the door. This nigga got a bear bone from Juicy Crab. And this nigga is cracking into some crab legs. And he said, "Hey, officer such and such, you want some?" I was like, "Nah, I'm good, bro. You have a good night, though." I closed the door, and I went back to my booth. And I said, "Shit, that ain't got nothing to do with me, because I ain't the one who brought it to him." C's.
I ain't got no tears, man. I never saw in a video where she said what the instructions were. So when you're behind the cell, you should have specific instructions saying, "Hey, tell them this, do that." I don't know if she followed the instructions or not, but hey, he should have thought the shit through. I guess this is his new lick, if you didn't know already. If you ever you do Uber, DoorDash, Instacart, any of that shit, and you get an order to a prison, just say it's undeliverable and take the shit.
Yeah, basically.
Or deliver the food, because, hey, some of these motherfuckers got bread, and instead of getting a $5 tip, you might get a $100 tip.
Hey.
Because I done heard of stories where, hey, motherfuckers said, hey, here go $20, get me some wings. And when you come back with the wings, here go $200 for you to pocket for your trouble, Mr. Officer. So, hey, you never know. But
hey, man, hey, pass me that orange juice. All right, thanks. Go ahead.
So, speaking of OJ, man, and speaking of prison time, we know that yesterday, the great OJ Simpson passed away due to cancer. Before we get started, OJ Simpson's one of the greatest running backs to ever play in the National Football League. He was accused of a murder he did not commit in the 90s.
Kato did it.
He got acquitted. These motherfuckers charged him for stealing his own merchandise
His own shit. How you get
and
charged for your own
and
shit?
taxed him time for that. And he got out of prison and he got on Twitter, and most notably, he's been part of Mace and Cameron's podcast from time to time. C's, how will you remember OJ, the Juice Man Simpson?
What's OJ? It's Orenthal James or some shit like that.
It could be different things, but that's what his was for. Yeah.
It's Orenthal James. But man, rest in peace. I mean, he was like back in the day, he was definitely one of those running backs. Came out of USC, transferred from City College.
Little white girls.
I mean that too.
He
But I mean,
bitches too.
He probably the full spectrum.
His first baby mom was black.
Probably had
OJ had a lot of love to give.
He probably had all of them, man. But I mean, he lived the full life, man. From the iconic shit, went from football, TV shows, to being on TV for another reason. That scene, that's why I wanted a Bronco. I seen that new shit. They came out with that 2023 or 2022 Bronco. I wanted a white Bronco, man. But yeah, I mean, he lived a full life, man. This man's been involved, tied into Rodney King, tied into fucking the Kardashians, made them famous. Theatrics, man. I mean, he lived a full life, man. Rest in peace.
And don't forget, a Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah, I mean,
They never took
when I
him.
said he was one of the greatest, man, he was. He definitely was.
Juice Man,
The juice is loose. What's up, man?
how will you remember OJ Simpson?
I don't know, man. It kind of messes with me a little bit because I have the same name. So like, it was hard for me to date girls named Nicole. Growing up. So the girl, if you name Nicole, you already know the police on my ass. It was just hard, man. It was good until the murder case came. Like every time I would go somewhere, it was like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, OJ, yeah, like yeah, that's my name. But after the murder case, it was like, yeah, you don't call me OJ no more. I didn't say that, but when people just say OJ, I should be like, man, shit. Like, you know what I'm saying, in the back of my mind. But then, as time go by, we all got somebody we name famous after. So now it's like, they always call me the gospel singer. Every time somebody says, oh, do you know he is a famous gospel singer that has your name? Yes, I do know. And that messes with me because it's like, I'm a rapper. I don't do gospel. But I don't know. It's strange, man. It's a strange feeling. You know what I'm saying? But now since he is gone, it's some relief because the legacy will start to die, and the stigma of that is only gonna come from old folks. So if I meet a young chick and I'm like, "Hey, what's up, shawty?" And she's like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "OJ." She ain't gonna think shit of it. You know what I'm saying? Keep that shit moving.
In the words of the great Bambino from the movie Sandlot, heroes get remembered, but legends never die. OJ Simpson, you are a legend. For those who like wrestling, Rose sent me something earlier today. For those who know who New Jack is, the black wrestler, he had a promo back in the day where he was with the Mississippi, this when wrestling had territories. And he basically said, hey, fuck all these crackers. Hey, OJ, you doing the Lord's work. 2 more days. Hey, I'm going to say this right here. No offense to the white viewers.
Oh, man.
Y'all been getting away with murdering black people and getting off of it for decades. No, fuck that. Centuries. Man, if OJ did it, so
Kato did it.
But I don't think OJ did it. But if he did do it,
It was a son.
So
that was Kato.
Secondly, nigga, if he did do it, you cannot bring a nigga in my house that I paid for and begin your back. No, it gotta go down like that. So, and lastly, you mentioned Rodney King. Hey man, I'm sorry, white people. Y'all traded Rodney King for OJ. That's what happened. Y'all let Rodney King, y'all let that shit happen to Rodney King. Guess what happened? We came back. The good Lord said what goes around comes around, and we had an opportunity to let one of ours free. And that's why OJ Simpson will always be a legend in the black community, because it was the first time that we had something like that happen to a black person. And we was like, hold up. We got away with it?
OJ is not black.
He's OJ.
He's
OJ. Hey, let me tell you, I don't care what OJ saying.
He lost his way for a little while, but he got reminded real quick.
Black.
He's not black. He's
We will
OJ.
always remember him as a nigga. And for those who watch the Dave Chappelle special, Dave Chappelle, I love the story you told about OJ, about how he came to your table, you shook his hand, and then white people said, how could you do that? And you whispered, that murderer rushed for 2,000 yards. Y'all got to understand, for me and Rose, we the biggest football fans at the table. Rose, explain to these motherfuckers. It's hard to run for 2,000 yards today. OJ did it with 14 games.
Yeah.
When they was actually clotheslining niggas. OJ Simpson, keep doing God's work in heaven.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, tears, by the way.
Yeah, I ain't got no tears. When I seen the news break, I thought it was fake. I was like, OJ died? That can't be true. He can't die. He was straight.
He not Michael Myers, bro. He not Candyman. You think this nigga Chucky?
That nigga think he gonna live forever.
I was like, how did OJ die? I'm like, that's how? What? I was like, this can't be real.
When I find that nigga cancer, he gonna get it.
I'm like, cancer?
Let that nigga know cancer I'm looking for.
Cancer? I'm like, oh, snap. I didn't even know he had cancer. He looked so well.
Oh, man.
Man, I was shocked. I was like, nah, this can't be real. I had to go check multiple sources. I was like, oh, he did die. I'm like, oh, man. I was like, that's why all them white folks was in the middle of the road dancing on Washington Road during the Masters Week. I was riding down Washington Road. I didn't see all kind of white folks in the middle of the road. They stopped traffic. They was in there dancing and jigging. I'm like, what the world they got going on over there? Then I get home. I was like, oh, that's what happened. They was dancing in the streets because OJ died.
They saw Caitlyn Jenner tweet, good riddance.
Oh, my goodness, man. Doggone. Man, OJ died. Next thing you know, Tiger Woods gonna be dead next week. Oh my goodness, man! It's man, I ain't got no tears though, man. Man, it happens though, man. But
what's wrong with these white people, y'all?
Yeah, but I don't know, but man, are we gonna pay the bill? Because I'm sipping on that new Diddy, sipping on that screwdriver. You know what I'm saying? That orange juice.
I got that Uncle Forrest here on deck, man.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. What's wrong with them?
Man, hey. So we got a doozy for y'all, man. What's wrong with these hoes, y'all?
What's wrong with them?
So we got two bitches from different persuasions. So first of all, there's a white bitch. She was dressing up like a 14-year-old girl so she could sleep with teenage boys. And she looked pretty good from the pictures, from what I saw. She looked respectable. She looked fuckable. Then there was a black bitch, and I'm be real. She looked bad. She looked like she could get a phone bill paid.
But you see, did you see the face?
The face was blocked out.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know how the face looked. The face was blocked out. If the face is fucked up, then instead of a phone bill, she might be able to get, I don't know, if she got one of them like $40 phone bills, she can probably get that paid. But if she had a $150 phone bill and the face is legit, she can get a phone bill paid. But this bitch took the cake though. The mom had a 10-year-old son phone, charged it up, saw this bitch as the screensaver on her son's phone. Opened it, saw text messages between her and the bitch going back and forth. The bitch saved this mommy with kissy faces. Apparently her 10-year-old son and this grown woman had a relationship going on. There was even reports of during a field trip, she was rubbing on her son's leg. Yo, C's, man. We entitled this. What's wrong with these female R. Kellys, man?
I mean, both cases are equally fucked up.
Can your dick even get hard at 10 years old real quick?
Probably so, yeah.
Okay, continue, C's.
I got to take a pause for a minute. Yeah, both cases are fucked up because basically the white girl, she was 23 years old, posing as a 14-year-old. This bitch got 30 accusations, 30 counts against her. So I guess she was fucking middle school boys.
She was taking virginity.
taking virginity. Maybe she was trying to relive her past.
No, she was taking virginities. That's something.
Some shit for her. I mean,
Yeah.
she got off on that shit. But
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the thing.
so yeah, she got accused. And then you got this grown ass woman texting a 10-year-old boy. It ain't the cases where it's like, oh, he's 15, 16, 17, 18. Bitch, he's 10 years old.
Bro.
What was you doing at 10 years old? Playing with Legos and shit, you know? I think I was still building Legos, maybe. Something.
No, I was probably trying to get some ass at 10. I was trying to get some ass.
From a 10-year-old?
Yeah, from another 10-year-old.
That's what I'm saying.
It is what it is. I was trying to
I was like, you was like that shit. It's. I mean, and then people always put it on men. They're like, oh, men are sick and they do this and they do that. But
women are sicker.
There's plenty of cases where women
Yeah, a whole lot sicker.
do the same shit. So it's just a bunch of fucked up individuals in the world that prey on. They're predators. I mean, what the fuck else?
It sounded like she was taking virginity because you know, I don't know if you remember your first time. I did not last long. That shit was quick. That shit went fast, and I was like, oh, this is what this shit is about. And it was like,
shit, you probably spent more time fingering than you did fucking.
Nah, I ain't fingering. It was like, let me get some head. Let me get the bust this nut, and it's like, damn shit.
Yeah, it's some sick ass.
Y'all boys, speak up. Speak up.
There's definitely some sick ass individuals, man.
You know, it's just the white chick. She was getting a thrill out of taking the boy's virginity. That's what it sounds like to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember the first time I busted a nut, and that shit was like, God dang. You know what I'm saying? That was like the most amazing thing that ever happened to me. But you know, it is what it is. It's a drug. You're hooked on it. Sex is a drug. Sex is one hell of a drug, man.
Yeah, man, I'll be honest, man. It's just disgusting. You got these grown ass women fucking with these kids. First of all, this shit is crazy. Because definitely the black bitch. I know it was niggas your age and older that was trying to fuck with you. I know not only was it niggas your age and older that was trying to fuck with you, it was niggas your age and older that was willing to break you off something. You over here buying clothes and a chain for a 10-year-old boy?
Did she know how old he was?
Yes. My bad, I forgot to say. It was like a daycare center or something. And she was a worker there. So she definitely knew how old he was.
Okay.
Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, be honest, you lucky the mom ain't beat your ass. Because especially most black women, they would have found you and beat the fuck out of you, man. And you would have deserved that shit, bro. Because that's disgusting. As far as the white bitch go, we know white women different, bro. They white women, they known for just loving fucking with young niggas, bro. Like these 40, 50-year-old bitches, 60-year-old bitches love fucking college male students or whatever. But like for you to fuck teenagers, that's still crazy though, bitch. Like you fucking these 15, 16 years old, like goddamn, man. I know it's niggas your age that want to fuck. Like I know we get on R. Kelly, but goddamn, man. Like y'all literally out here fucking with people. Like y'all say what y'all want about R. Kelly. And we taking Leah out of it. If you go to the documentary, all the bitches that they say he was fucking with, what he said in the interview, do you like teenagers? Hey, I like women that are legal, 18 years old. So yes, I have some friends that are teenagers.
No, first he said, what do you mean?
Yeah, because
he said, what do you mean?
Because I gotta know. Because 18 is a teenager.
He didn't follow his own damn advice when he had the concert with the sign that said, if you're 18, didn't follow his own fucking advice.
And so that's his fault. He was fucking with bitches that was 17, 18, and 19. So he was fucking with teenagers, but they was legal in most states. You fucking with a 10-year-old. I don't give a fuck where we at. Yeah. That's nowhere close to being legal, bitch. Yeah. That's fucked up. Yeah. And I can only imagine people who got kids, like how they would feel about that shit. Like, bitch, I ain't got kids, and I want to slap the shit out of you.
You know what? How we know this ain't the son of a nigga she was trying to fuck with? That shit, that's how women think.
That's even more fucked up. It's like, I can't get him, so I'm a fucking son. That's even more.
She was sending this 10-year-old boy pics and stuff, and the mom said it best. The type of pics you was sending to this 10-year-old boy is the type of pics you send to your man. Like, that shit's just disgusting, man. I don't know what's wrong with that bitch, Rose.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with these hoes, man. But we always say men can be hoes too. But this week we talking about some female hoes. And shout out, it's April, you know what I'm saying, 2024, and it's Child Abuse Awareness Month. So we spreading child abuse awareness. Y'all hoes abusing children all the time. Like y'all hoes abuse children all the time, but doggone, I ain't know y'all hoes abusing children like this. 10-year-old, y'all trying to get the Peter Whacker. That ain't even a real thing. You trying to get the Peter Whacker. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? And then the white lady with the taking boys' virginity, that's probably something that she had, some kind of fantasy she had. It is what it is, but dude, like, what are you doing? Like, you need to be in jail for a long time too. So it's like, so you can experience nothing but women for the rest of your life, because you deserve to be behind bars. Both of these women deserve to be behind bars. And when it comes to child abuse, I think the laws need to be stricter. We need to start locking these predators up and these people that victimize these kids, because kids don't know no better. Kids are kids, and when you're doing stuff to kids, that means you are a strange and sick individual. Because people can do stuff to adults. Adults know what they're doing. Even teenagers know what they're doing. But when you start talking about kids and people with special needs and things like that, man, it's a special place in HELL hockey sticks for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you belong, and they need to put you there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I got to say on that.
Yeah, man. Like, for those who seen the show Shameless, because you hinted at something I want to mention real quick, Rose. And if you've seen the show Shameless, this is a good show. If you haven't, then hey, watch it, please. But anyway, there was an episode where they found out that there was a child predator, a sex offender, in their neighborhood. Mm-hmm. Because you got to report that kind of shit. Right. A group of the men had like bats, 2x4s, some had chains. They was ready to go confront this child predator, sex offender, and beat the fuck out of them. It was a woman. They rung the doorbell. Yes, it was a white woman that looked good. And she said, "Oh my God, yes, I've been through this. I'm sorry. It happened like a long time ago. I served my time." And she basically was, just kind of crying to them. And all the men was like, "You the one?" And she was like, "Yes." And that's when they said, "Oh, we good then." And that's when like one of the bitches said, Hold up. Y'all was ready to kill him. Did she steal a child? Bruh, we as men gotta stop giving these hoes passes.
That's what I'm talking about.
When they do shit like this.
There you go.
Because had these been men, especially the woman who was fucking with the 10-year-old, she's not even locked up right now. She's not even arrested. Like, had that been a man and that been a 10-year-old girl, that nigga, as soon as they would have found out, they would have had him arrested and thrown under jail. Nah, bro. A sex crime is a sex crime.
It sounds more like it's more to it.
I don't care if you're a woman messing with a little boy. I don't care if you're a man messing with a little boy. Like Rose said, if you messing with children who are vulnerable and cannot defend themselves and cannot comprehend what's going on, you deserve to be put in prison. Yeah. And you deserve to be just like that little boy from the Beyond Scared program. He didn't deserve it, but you deserve to be violated.
Bro, you know what it sounds like to me? Exactly what you said. She has not been locked up yet. It sounds like the father is 6'8", 280, and the 10-year-old is 6'3", 215. That's what it sounded like to me. And the man was like, "Man, I know that chick from back in the day. She's trying to get at me. She's looking at my son like
so
that."
So I can't get a father no pussy. So I'm gonna get a son some pussy.
No, it sounds like the kid was black. Oh, was he black?
Yeah, he was black.
Oh, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
It sounds
motherfucker 6'3".
That's 215
at 10 years old.
Antoine
Fisher type shit. Y'all seen Antoine Fisher? That was some Antoine Fisher type shit.
That's why she's not locked up, because the kid was black. If it would have been a white person, then she'd have been under the jail.
Oh yeah, you can violate little black boys. They don't care about little black boys. Mm-hmm. Now, talking about boys, let's talk about men.
They're considered property.
More specifically, let's talk about men that women pick. So there was a video early this week of this woman saying, a lot of you street niggas, and the way she was using the term street niggas, it's a term we have in the prison system called free world. Basically, you niggas is not locked up. Y'all losing to these niggas in jail. Because a lot of these women are choosing niggas that's locked up over you free world niggas. And there was another video of a woman saying, I started talking to my best friend and I went on a date with him. I found out I was pregnant from my side dude or my sneaky link who ain't shit. And I think I could time it just right and put the baby on my male best friend. Like, sees what's going on, like with these women and the men, the type of men they choose to get pregnant by, the type of men they choose to be with. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
This is basically what's wrong with them part 2, I guess. Extended cut. Fuck. Like, let's be honest. A lot of these modern day women in this generation are retarded. They're fucking retarded. Cause they complain. It's the same shit. It's just like men you pick the wrong woman. It's the same shit. But I mean, you constantly complain about ain't shit. But you choose them. You the one who had the baby by this motherfucker who you knew wasn't shit. Oh, but he changed up after he had the baby. Oh, he changed up after this. You fucking knew who he was when you got with him. You made the choice to fuck that nigga that ain't shit. You are the one. So it's like, take some fucking responsibility.
Which they won't do.
And say, hey, yes, I chose the wrong one. It's been a long time. I've only met a few females in like the last 3 years that said it was like, yeah, I picked the wrong one. Most of them just gonna sit there and use the cop out and say, these niggas ain't shit. Then they just complain about these men want to be females now. They want to be taken care of. It's like, yes, because we've been taking care of y'all for so fucking long and you don't get shit for it. Then there's a conversation of stepkids. That whole thing. It's like you expect the man to take care of your kid. It's one thing if he does it, but you expect the expectation of it. So it's like, yeah, it's one thing when you're young, when you have when you're a teenager and you have a kid. But it's another thing when you're a grown ass woman, 20-something years old, you have a kid. Now you're 28, 30, and you're a single mother, and you want to fucking complain about the bullshit. So it's like, oh, looking for a stepdad. It's like, you're not obligated for shit. So it's like, you be better, make better choices about who the fuck you open your legs up to. That's my sentiments. Like, shit.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I be seeing stuff online where women ask stupid questions. I wish we could pick our baby daddies.
You do.
Bitch, what the fuck you mean? Bitch, every time you open your legs, you choosing, like when you open your legs and you let a nigga nut in you raw, like you making a choice. Like, I don't understand that shit. Like, we just had an episode with talking about Glorilla and Planned Parenthood. And one thing I'm never gonna tell women, you can't have fun. But what I will say is this: if you're gonna fuck with a nigga that you know ain't shit, then you either need to make him wrap up, you either need to take a pill or take that shot, or you need to get a membership at Planned Parenthood and you need to go and get that shit taken care of. Or when you wake up Saturday, take that pill, that Plan B. Because Plan A fucked up for you, obviously. But for you to be in a situation to literally try to put a baby on a nigga that you know is not his, see, that's y'all problem, man. That's why in that movie, A Family That Prays Together, that's why that nigga slapped the hell out of that bitch, bro. Because, like, hey, bro, let me, Lord, please, don't put me in a situation where I done took care of a baby for 5 to 8 years and I find out it's not mine. Nigga, I'm going to be ordering food from prison. I'm going to be door dashing from prison.
That's right. Preach, brother, preach.
You're going to get fucked up.
Preach, brother.
I'm going to get fucked up by that. Like, no, I cannot take care of another nigga kid that I did not know was mine for 8 years now. Like, let alone 18. What Congress say? 18. Oh, hell no, bro. Now, as far as the prison shit, I'm be real, bro. As somebody that work in the system, a lot of y'all hoes retarded. Because I see a lot of y'all hoes fucking with these niggas. And I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy to me, bro. I be seeing niggas that's locked up fucking with female staff. And female staff be looking decent and respectable. Then I be seeing niggas that's locked up, and they be getting fucked in the ass. I'm talking about I be hearing them make noises. I'm talking about I make rounds and I see a nigga cut it up with another nigga. And I be like, damn, then Saturday morning come in visitation here. And your baby mama that drove 4 hours from my Doctor. And I'm in visitation looking at your baby mama. I'm like, damn, she bad. And you hugging your baby mama. I'm like, but she don't even know that you be sucking dick. And we not like, what the fuck do y'all hoes be seeing in these jailhouse niggas?
But a woman's best friend is always sometimes a gay dude. They like gay dudes.
That's true.
So it's like they like gay dudes, so that's how they end up with the gay baby daddy.
And let me make this clear. And I want to say this because I understand this, because some people may not understand this. But the niggas that's locked up, and Juice Man, he probably might know where I'm going with this. It's breaking bread with these hoes. Like, if you paying the bitches bills and shit like that, I'm be real. If you a free world bitch and you fuck with a nigga that's locked up and he paying all your bills, keep fucking with that nigga. Because if he paying all your bills, he doing more for you than a lot of these free niggas. But for you bitches that's just fucking with some of these bum ass niggas behind bars that ain't doing shit for you but talking to you on the phone, running up your minutes,
lying their
ass off.
We don't pay for mans anymore.
Yeah, when I get out, I'm gonna do it.
It's unlimited.
Oh, my bad. They don't hit that. Do you accept this call from?
No. They pay for those minutes.
Oh, okay.
No, my bad. I thought you about the cell phone minutes. You
Yeah.
said they was running up the whole cell phone.
My bad. Yeah, I should have been more specific.
You gonna put some money on my books?
Like for you hoes that's got that going on. C said it earlier to me last night. For you hoes putting $75 on a nigga books. Like a nigga saying, hey, Easter time coming up. We got an Easter package. So you shoot a $50 to him so he can buy some honey buns and all this shit. So he can get protection from Big Mo. So these niggas down the way from Cell Block 8 don't fuck him in the ass. But you hoes doing that shit, y'all going out bad, bro. Because it's some free world niggas that would give you $40, $50 for that same pussy that you saving for this nigga that's locked up.
So that's the thing about it. See, they rather talk to the dude that she ain't got to get that trash to than get that trash to a dude that's out here. And once he find that thing trash, he's like, man, I can't mess with you no more. So she's trying to keep her numbers down. So it's a numbers game, man. She's trying to keep her numbers down because she already know it's trash.
Yeah, she keeping her numbers down, but when she get added to that HIV population, she gonna wonder what happened.
There we go. She's just gonna be a statistic then.
When she starts sucking that dick and be like, why this shit taste like shit?
Hey, tell him, Vertizi.
Because the nigga gonna be like, hey, bitch, it was get hunted or do the hunting. And I did the hunting.
Tell him again what it tastes like.
Shit.
Yeah, you say what that pussy tastes like.
Shit.
I'm still laughing off of that one. But check it. Y'all need to go check out last week's episode when Vertizi was telling y'all about that. But I digress. But I don't understand it because I don't know. Women but men in prison, they have nothing but time. Nothing but time. So that's what women like. Women like time better than anything else. A woman would rather have your time than your money, than your beefcake or anything else. They just rather have your time. And dudes outside the streets, outside in the free world, we ain't got time for y'all lames and these no good, sorry women. Like
we ain't gonna talk on the phone for 4 hours.
We're not doing that. We actually have lives.
We got jobs.
Yeah, so we're working. We're not gonna talk to you. Like and the women are so miserable, and so they'll rather just because they need somebody to talk to, and that's all it is. They need and they're right, and then they'll fall in love with this person. Then this person will get out and dog them out, and then they're talking about, oh well when you wasn't like this when I first met you. Like, you didn't even know this person. You didn't even meet him.
What's that show you sent me a couple months ago? Love at the Lockup?
Love at the Lockup. Like, buddy,
this nigga had this fat bitch in a chokehold.
In a chokehold.
This nigga ordered lobster, shrimp, crab legs, all kind of steak. She said, damn, that's a lot. She said, We celebrated tonight. Nigga, what you mean we celebrated? You celebrated. I've been free for 10 years.
No, you go celebrate these cheats getting clapped by this lobster D. You know what I'm saying? It's been in the lobster clams all 10 years. But like
niggas been getting pussy. They ain't been getting pussy.
Yeah, that badussy. That badussy. Well, shout out to Boosie. That badussy. But I don't know, man. It's dudes do a lot of things, but we always talk about it. Is it gay for the stay or are you just gay for the day?
Hey, Juice Man, can you be gay just for the stay?
Big Mo gonna come, right? And he gonna say, hey, bend over, nigga. Guess what?
You can't have my cornbread.
Guess what?
I
got 5 more years.
I'm about to die by this cornbread.
That's what I'm scared of. That's what I'm scared of. I got 5 more years.
I'm about to
then
die
the wing come through.
Then
the wing come through. Oh, nigga, we gonna gang you. But now I got 20 more years.
Oh, I'm not gonna survive the night.
Somebody
gonna kill me.
Somebody to kill.
Somebody gonna kill me.
I'm killing every nigga walking. Like, nigga, as soon as you say I'm getting at you, nigga, you
man,
got
it. If you take my booty hole, let me tell you what
you
happened.
fucking got, nigga.
Y'all gotta see
Either I was dead or you knocked me unconscious and I wake up in the infirmary like, what the fuck happened? I mean, you got fucked in the ass. Hey, nigga, I was knocked out though.
They know I was knocked out. It's like whoever's in the infirmary, they gonna die. the first person I see, they gonna die.
That's what I'm saying. It commences like, okay, boom, 5 years.
This person,
5 years,
they gonna die.
Till I die.
I'm going out like old buddy in lockdown, bro. I'm gonna get a knife. When I see you, bro, it's over with.
Yeah, everybody gotta go.
What Piggy said, this shit is going down.
Everybody gotta go. And I hate to say it because it's like, damn. It's like, I don't want to be in that position. I'm not trying to be in that position that every time I feel like a nigga trying to get at me, I gotta take a nigga out. That shit's gonna get started.
That's right. That's right. That's what they say. Don't be on Twitter emotional. Don't be in real life being emotional. Don't let that 10-second decision make life decisions.
Fucked in the ass.
Well, 5 years. like that's that simple. Oh, nigga, I'm gonna get you tonight. Okay.
24-hour lockdown.
Man, whoever said national security with Marlon to that white boy? I'm that white boy. I'm knocking the first officer out and I'm going to solitary.
Gotta do something because it's like, nigga, it's going down. It's like, nigga, okay. Oh, you want some of my booty? For real, dude? Okay. 5 years.
I know I can't survive in jail. I can't survive out here in the free world. I got dudes hollering at me in the free world. So it's like
y'all remember in Miami, them two big buff ass, that big ass buff ass gay nigga we walked by in Miami.
And OJ want to start problems.
OJ wants to say, "Hey, what you wearing? What's that? Come on."
No, OJ, what you got on?
Yeah, what you got on?
I thought he was talking about his outfit, but OJ was talking about his outfit, but Buddy thought he was talking about his cologne. He's like, "Oh yeah, I got this on." I'm like, OJ, why are you doing that? Because if you get into a fight with this buff dude, and he started grabbing his dick,
this big buff nigga, this nigga had some broad shoulders, like he was a linebacker. He had some booty shorts on. He had some like blue short cut jean shorts on. He was swishing his hips, so you could tell he was gay. But the way he moved his shoulders, it was like, I wish a nigga would have tried me.
Yeah, Juice Man was the one that tried him, but he didn't. It flew over his head. But Juice Man was the one that tried him out. Man, what you got on? I'm like,
I thought we was like, I was ready to be in combat mode. I was ready to have Juice Man back. Like, shit, bro. I was like, hey, y'all ever seen Kenny and Kel? I was like, Kel, here we go again.
I don't remember this shit.
Exactly. We was drinking that whole weekend, nigga.
I don't remember this shit.
From the time we woke up to the time we went to bed, niggas was drinking. Like, I was sitting there having orange juice. Somebody came by my cup. Here you go. Oh shit, y'all just gonna pour alcohol in my cup?
Oh shit.
What happened to that 24 pack of Modelo?
It was gone in less than a couple hours.
I just bought this pack.
God damn. I don't know that.
See. Can you be gay just for the state?
Oh, you're gay, man. Once it happens, you're gay, man. You come on.
So if you get raped
That's
Ain't no
different.
link.
That's different. If you willingly take or give in another man's booty hole, you're gay.
Yeah, that's for fact. But if you get raped, does that make you gay?
If you like it.
What if
2 to 3 times? That's what Tank say, right? You gotta get at.
But what if you didn't like it? But they say the G spot of the man is in the ball.
No.
If you liked it. If you nut, you liked it. This ain't like Hangover 3. They call it Bangkok for a reason. I fucked you in the ass, dude, and you came on the floor. I came in your bum. You came in my bum? My bum?
That's not possible. We got this confused. No, we climaxed at the same time.
That shit is gay. Y'all gotta see the Fleece Johnson interview. The nigga from the Boondocks. I like shit. I'm watching. You gotta see that nigga's interview. I forgot who he was with, but the nigga was talking about when he first went to jail.
No, I didn't see it. I scrolled past the clip of that. I'm not about to watch that.
No. It was an interview.
Yes, I know.
It was an interview when he first got locked up.
I'm not gonna listen to that.
The first time he witnessed some shit, and it was like, it was crazy.
I'm not about to continue to listen to him talking about how he took people booty hole. I think that's gay. Just listening to it.
Nah, it was.
Hey man, sometimes it's either be do the hunting or get hunted.
Hey, somebody go die.
5 years.
Hey man, but seriously, man, to all the ladies out there, it's too many men in the free world for you to talk to. Besides you to talk to these niggas that's locked up, they can't do nothing for you. Now, I'm not talking about the niggas who paying your bills. If a nigga paying your bills, that's different. But for these niggas,
it's not many dudes paying
that's
bills
what I'm saying.
in prison.
That's why I'm making it clear.
It's one out of probably a million.
And that's what I'm saying. Like the niggas who not paying bills.
So we don't even mention that. Because the niggas ain't paying bills.
It's too many free world niggas for you to be messing with them niggas, bruh. Like even if you want to mess with a nigga who work at McDonald's, nigga, mess with that nigga. Fuck it. Get it. Go to Atlanta. Go to Tent City. Get one of them bums. Put a nice meal in his stomach. Take him to Juice Man's barbershop, J Bones. Get him a nice haircut. Hey, Juice Man, you do shampoo. You shampoo your beard. Shampoo that nigga beard and clean that nigga. Give him some nice clothes. And guess what? You gonna see this homeless nigga. You be like, damn, this nigga look better. Like fix some of these niggas up on the street. Don't be fucking with these niggas that's locked up, man. But do anybody got any closing thoughts about the men these women be choosing?
The other part of the conversation we didn't really touch on was bitches want the bad boy or the nigga they think got motion, the nigga that got some sway, like he got the chains and shit, big money, this and that.
Them dudes ain't locked up.
I'm talking about these niggas. They want to get with the drug dealer or the big man, boss man, and they complain when they get dropped like a bad habit.
But
they be upset when that nigga driving their mama car and beating their ass outside their homegirl house.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like, dog, you punching your face like that, and you still standing like, dog, you got a weak punch.
Hey, bro, you right about that? Because if you gonna punch a bitch, hey, you need to punch that bitch.
I'm like, dog, like you shouldn't even be punching her. You should be Donkey Kong her. Like you should be hitting on top of her head. She got all that hair. Anybody gonna see them lumps?
Tell this nigga Rose group in the 80s. Nigga love saying Donkey Kong, bro. They said Donkey Kong that hoe.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Say, hey, Pac-Man that hoe, nigga.
No, it's Gorilla Pimpin' over here. I told y'all from Memphis.
Remember the back of the head? You got him in the back of the head?
It's Gorilla Pimpin'.
He gonna say Space Invade that hoe too. Hey, before we close the episode out, man, you know, we from the AUG, CSR 8706 every day, y'all. I'm gonna ask each person a simple question. What is your thoughts of the Masters? You know, 'cause it's Masters week. So, Juice Man, what's your thoughts of the Masters, man? Whatever you want to go. You can say who you think gonna win the Masters, or you can just say what you like about the Masters being in Augusta or
I
don't.
haven't caught it because, you know, my wife cut off all my sports, so I haven't seen sports in about the last year.
Do you like the fact that Masters be here every year?
It's cool because we have a thing called Augusta Ordinance. So, yeah, I can charge as much as I want for whatever I want. So that's the law. This week you can charge. So, okay, I'm going to get you a cup of water. I need $1 an ounce. And it's legal this week. You can charge whatever you want at the price you want. And it's legal this week.
And it's tax-free.
Yeah.
That's why I be staying my ass in the house doing this.
It is what it is.
Sees?
Man, I go to the other side of town, man. It's like, I hate the traffic, but it brings money to the city. It's what the city's known for. It's heritage. So it's like, it's been around for a long time. Brings a lot of money into the city, and it's like, hey, if somebody trying to get some free tickets or something, you hear this next year practice round or the year, I don't care when. Shit, give me some free tickets. Shit.
Actually, the tickets aren't that expensive. So if we want to go, we can go. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because it be scalpers too, man.
Yeah. I met a guy named Bobby on the corner of Wooden Roads, but yeah,
He smoke crack.
nah, man, he been doing this for 20 years though.
Okay, that's different Bobby then.
Yeah, so but he got the hookup on the tickets, so if especially like the press round, so we don't even have to go to the press round because the mat it lasts almost 2 weeks, so you can actually go the week before the Masters because they had the women's tournament, they had the putt and all that kind of stuff tournament with the kids things like that, so you can actually get out there on the field, and those tickets are cheaper than the actual passes round in the actual tournament. You know what I'm saying? So you can if you want to go out there, we can get out there. We can get out there. What, $250 a ticket? That ain't nothing.
We need to do that one year, man. So we see some of these celebrities, man. You know your boy Kirk Cousins out there with his wife right now.
Yeah, it's a lot of people out there. You know what I'm saying? So,
Nah, I
but
said your boy Kirk Cousins out there. Nah,
that
your boy.
that ain't my boy. That's my cousin.
That's
That's Kurt Frost.
my third cousin.
That's my cousin. My cousin Kurt. That ain't my boy. That's my cuz. That's my cuz.
Well, tell that nigga he need to throw the football so he can get to the playoffs, man.
Hey, he go do that. We win the division, and we might make it to the NFC Championship game.
Hey, that's what we need then.
Yeah. So, but on the rip, as far as the Masters, somebody asked me that question yesterday, and other than the traffic, because as a Augustian, we're not used to traffic. We're used to the slow grind. You know what I'm saying? But slow motion is way better than no motion at all. But other than that, man, I love it, man. I love that all the people that come to my city and people that tell you that's been as adults to the Masters is one thing that they say, and this is undebatable. It's the most beautiful place in the world. Augusta National. It's the most beautiful place in the world. And if you could ask anybody that's been out there, they'll tell you that same thing. So, man, I love it, man. It's Masters week, man. My lawnmower was broke, but I still went out there and cut the grass. I went out there with scissors and all kind of stuff, trim my bushes and everything. I was like, man, it's Masters week, man. They say it's the most beautiful place in the world. I want my yard to be the most beautiful place in the neighborhood. I went out there doing all kind of things, you know what I'm saying? But I love it, man.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I mean, you say it's not debatable. For me, it is, man, because Juice, man, most beautiful place in the world, a strip club in Atlanta, Georgia.
But have you been to the Augusta National as an adult?
Nah, I haven't, but I just can't imagine it being more beautiful than them ass and them titties shaking in a strip club. Let me specify, not Miami, not Houston, not Vegas, not LA, not DC, Atlanta, fucking Georgia. But I digress. Hey, Master Week is great. Brings a lot of money and attention to the city. I just wish that some of that money shift to the other side of town and help us, circulate our economy on our side of town with our businesses and our roads and stuff like that. But
it does.
It's amazing, man. We get celebrities who come to town, like Juice Man just said. It allows small business people like himself to raise their prices and make more money this week. A lot of people take off work for the week, work the Masters, they Uber, they DoorDash. I got a brother who's
rent the houses out.
I got a brother who's gonna Uber tonight and Uber tomorrow. He's gonna make extra money. I got another brother who's gonna be DoorDashing on weekend. He's gonna make extra money. I got a homeboy at the table right now. He's probably gonna Uber throughout the weekend and make extra money. So it's like, hey man, this is a beautiful time to make the extra money. I even had one of my brothers told me they was on Washington Road, and like for those who've been to Atlanta, you see the water boys. The water boys in Augusta right now. It's niggas on these street corners selling bottles of water right now in Augusta because of the Masters, man. So
right. I ain't seen them.
Yeah, my brother said he saw them, when he was driving around early in the week. So
they went on Washington Road though.
Yeah, so this just a beautiful time of the year, man, to make that extra money, man. So, in the words of Airbnb Rakim, peace.
Yeah, man. We'll catch you at the next light, man. We in traffic. I'm back quiet.